Good day. This is David Neese with EV World News, where we talk about electric vehicles, green energy, and the latest technology. I'm here with ProTrader Mike today. How are you doing today?
Wonderful day, TGIF. Nice to be here and speak to you, everybody.
And before I forget, the information we present is for information purposes only. And I hope that if you look at any of the stocks we're talking about, you'll do your own due diligence before doing any investing. All right. Well, let's get to it. Now, Mike, I understood you wanted to talk about a little bit what's going on with cryptocurrency, kind of some interesting news. It isn't exactly EV, but this all
Good
kind of
news today.
comes together because it's tech.
It does. I don't know if you guys have heard the recent news with Elon. You know, Elon used to own PayPal. Did you know that?
Yes, that's really where he got started. At least as far as you know, bringing in a lot of money.
Yeah, let me share my screen and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So, top story, PayPal stablecoin one day ago. PayPal's diving deeper into crypto, launching its own stablecoin.
That's amazing.
Yep. See that? PayPal on the App Store displayed on the screen, a logo with the background. PayPal added a new crypto to its roster, PYUSD, PayPal USD. On Monday, the online payment service became the first major US financial company to launch its own US dollar-backed stablecoin. Unlike other cryptocurrencies, which derive their value based on how much the crypto traders are willing to pay for them at the moment, stablecoins are typically backed by a physical asset, such as a commodity like gold or a fiat currency like the US dollar, which help the stablecoin maintain a relatively consistent price. So, like a stablecoin will just stay at $1. So, it's always worth $1. Whatever the dollar is worth, that's what it's worth. 1 for 1. It's redeemable 1 for 1 for the US dollar. See, that was the next sentence. I didn't even see that. See that? That's what it is.
One of the interesting things of the crypto world is what gives crypto legitimacy. The fact that, for a while when the
That's
CEO of BlackRock was saying that crypto was a scam and now they're all in on crypto, that's
yeah,
definitely changed things. But
that's
most
an
people don't
example.
understand what a place BlackRock plays in the world. But then when you look at this, PayPal is somebody that most people know that they do business with. And in some way or another, most people have some access to PayPal or Venmo or whatever other apps that PayPal may own. And so this is pretty fascinating. I'm wondering how easy they're really going to make it, if it's just going to be in your PayPal interface or how smooth that'll be.
Well, it'll be you'll be able to save in fees, I'm sure, if there's be an advantage to using that particular coin and stable coin. And that question about the adoption, it's it's like anything else. It's very, very simple. When the cell phone, and the first telephone, the first telephone was ever invented. Okay, it was worthless. Who's he gonna call? He ain't gonna call
Right,
nobody until you got a telephone and you
right.
added value to his, and then it was became a use, and then someone added the telephone again. Same thing with the mobile phones. Same thing with Facebook. You know, when there was 100 people on Facebook, it was a lonely place, man.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm
But then
sure
when
it
there was
was.
1,000, and then 1,000,000, and then 5 million, that's the adoption. It's called the network squared effect. That's what it's called, and it's a measurable component, and uh, and that's it, man. So once you adopt it and I adopt it, it becomes more valuable. The next person adopts it, add more value, and you could see that on the watch lists like this, which is um, coin market cap right here. And if you go into, let's say, the coin that you like, let's say, Bitcoin as an example, You can add it to your watch list, track it in your portfolio. So what it's done here, let me show you. So you could see down here the watch lists and popularity. It's at 4,103,090 watch lists. So as that number increases, so does the watch list increase. You want to see something cool? Let's come back here to go to historical snapshots. And let's come back to August 11th, 2015. Let's go 2016. Let's go 2017. We'll go August 20th.
Okay.
Bitcoin was $4,000 per coin. And you could see if I go into Bitcoin, it gives me the current, but that's what it looked like in August back at that price. And it's cool that they have these historical snapshots and you
So,
can see what your particular coin was.
so do you think PayPal will become the biggest stable coin?
No.
You don't think it'll pass up Tether?
No, I just think it'll be another alternative, kind of like putting a patchwork on this stable coin called Luna. Luna was a
Oh
stable
God.
coin about 6 months to a year ago that kind of disrupted and ruined the cryptocurrency market. If people want to do their research, search Luna. It was a stable coin that was at $1 that like fell out of bed and like everybody lost safe dollars. So it was a place to put a safe haven for dollars. So if you made $1 million in crypto in a coin, you can move it to Luna or one of these other stable coins to be safe. And then all of a sudden you wake up and your $1 million is worth $10. You're like, whoa, maybe this market isn't really what it says it is and so forth. And I question it. And that's what happened with Luna. So this will add a patchwork of stability and, betterness to the cryptocurrency ecosystem and blockchain.
Well, it's not likely to be some kind of rug pull or something like that. One of
Yeah.
the things is if PayPal starts holding hundreds of billions in deposits of the stable coin, what happens is they're able to do some investing off of that. They make money off of holding that money. And so while they may not be paying people any money, they might be making a 5% return on that money and by doing various things that they're doing behind the scenes. And so what happens is it can be incredibly profitable. They could be making $50 million per year per billion that they're holding. What's interesting is I don't see where this has really affected the stock price. I mean, the stock's even down 1% today.
Mm-hmm.
You'd think this news would have made it, shoot up.
Yeah, I
They're at
think it's going to do nicely. All of a sudden, we're going to see because Bitcoin's been hovering around 30,000, very sideways and stable, and Ethereum around 2,000.
Mhm.
So when these things do go, what's called parabolic, and and you see a takeoff. You better be on that plane.
That was an all-electric plane, by the way, folks.
You better be on that plane. Okay, when that thing takes off. So what happens if Ethereum takes off 50% or 100% and jumps in one day? It'll do it another day and another day. So what's 2,000 and 100% is 4,000. What's 4,000 and 100% is 8,000. All of a sudden, you could wake up next week and Ethereum could be at 8,000.
Well, that's possibilities in
Dude,
crypto. But,
could a crypto coin go up 200% or 300% in a quick period of time?
well, it's happened.
That's why I'm saying it.
Yep.
I'm not saying it's going to happen, but if I didn't say it and it did happen, then I'd be pretty with my thumb up my butt.
Yep. Well, it can go the other way too, though. It's only
Yeah, but it's already down from 4,000 down to
it
2.
is. I see that. I
So I
see
see a
that.
lot more upside potential than downside.
But on, what are your thoughts on PayPal right now?
Oh, I like PayPal. I like that industry. I like the company, and anything with I like that. I like it. I like what they're
Like
doing.
fintech. You know, the thing is, they were at $288 back about 2 years ago,
It's
and the stock
61
just
bucks. Yeah,
cratered.
tanked. You see what
And
it's done? It's tanked. Look at that.
yeah, and
Look at
it
this.
it was sitting
Look at
at
this. It was at 76 on August 1st. Now it's 61. It dropped out of bed. Is that because of the PayPal, maybe? Because of the crypto announcement? Look at that. Let's go to the weekly chart.
I'd like
Yeah,
to think
look
this
at
was
that.
super positive news for PayPal.
Yeah. Got a So that's why probably see how it ran up in anticipation. They knew that news. And then when the news came out, boom, they took profits and everybody bought into it and they sold. And that's the classic market move right there, man. Smart money at work.
All right, well, let's that was a little bit off of our normal format on here.
Yeah.
But you were talking about PayPal was, Elon Musk was one of the founders of PayPal. Why don't we look at how Tesla's doing today?
Tesla's down $4 and down 1.5%. So Tesla has gone under, actually, guys. If you take a look at the chart, let's flew on over there. Look at this on the daily, guys. It went under what we were talking about, that VWAP line. See it? Look at that. Went right under that. This thing could come right down to the bottom of that 241.83. It did. It went to 238.02. Got crushed today. And all the other ones did too. Same pattern. Look at NEO. Boom. There's NEO down under the VWAP line. LCID down under the VWAP line. Ride under the VWAP line, but right on it. So yeah, there they all are. And Mullen just did a reverse split, guys. It's at $1. And I marked it here on my screen. So we'll see it at $1 by $1.01. Yesterday it was 11 cents. This is the equivalent of 10 cents. So that's what's going on with the markets, guys.
It was a 1 for 9, 1 for 9
Really,
reversal.
a 1 for 9. Interesting.
Yeah, so that makes it. So that actually made it. Did it make it jump?
No, it actually went lower if you look right here. Yesterday and the day before was a little higher than it is right now. Yeah.
Once again, I don't really see negative news on this company other than the stock keeps just not performing.
It's a matter of time, dudes.
All right, let's go ahead and let's take a look at Lucid today. LCID.
Right here. 650. That's the weekly. There's the daily. Weekly is down. It's got a lot of room to go. Your stock used to be up here on this big spike. Went from 7 to 18. Nothing's really happened. It's TGIF, Dave. It's a good day on a long week. If you've had a successful week, congratulations. If you haven't had a successful week, maybe you should send us some messages and we can use our knowledge to mentor you and help you so you can do better. That's what we'd like to do. We like to bless everybody and help them do better.
All right, our last stock we want to talk about today is Rivian.
Same thing, same pattern. Under the VWAP line, weekly right there. That's the weekly. There's the daily. Look at this. This is crazy. Imagine being in the stock. I can imagine. Look at this chart. So you went here on this day. It gapped up the next day to 15. The next day, it gapped up again because you could see the space here. See that space? Crazy. And then it did it again. And here it did it again. Look at that space in between the gap from 20 and it went to 27. Crazy. And a good thing that I see in here on my teachings is you see this bar has no wick at the top. It's called a Marabuzu bar. M-A-R-A. Mara. M-A-R-A, not the stock. Marabuzu. B-O-Z-U. It's called a Marabuzu brother. And if it closes with no wick, see that little thing has a wick on the bottom right there, has a little wick. See, the tops have no wicks. That means very, very bullish if the stock or candle closes right at the top, called a Marabuzu. It will continue usually in that direction. And you could see one red one right here. You could see a red one right here, red one right there with no wicks, and how they all went lower and or higher after that. Very interesting, right?
Very much so.
Very much so.
And what do you think of Rivian for the covered call strategy we've been discussing?
Yeah, if you would have done that instead of being down on the stock today, you'd still would be down on the stock, but you'd be up on the covered call. So it would offset that loss and you would be winning right now. Collecting rent from the person in your Rivian vehicle.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. All
Yeah.
right, well, that was all we were going to cover today.
Awesome.
The show actually went pretty fast. Anyways,
That's
wish
like if you would have buy a Rivian car and then go use it for driving passengers around, and at the end of the month, you made $9,000 from that. Wouldn't that be a good business?
it would.
You can buy 1,000 shares of the stock for the same cost or whatever, 100 grand worth of the stock because it's a 100 grand call, and sell 8% covered call and make 8% a month, 8 grand for doing nothing. You don't have to buy the car. You don't got to do the app, deal with people, deal with anything.
And just occasionally you have to let somebody take ownership of your stock.
Yeah, you got to let go of the car.
Right.
Hey, if you buy the car at 100,000 and the guy wants to drive it around for 8 grand a month, and at the end, and for that, because hey, at the end of the month he thinks it's going to $120,000, dude, take the car, bro. I'll
Yep.
keep your $8,000, but I get the 100 grand. I'll go buy another car again.
Yep.
That's all.
It's a great strategy.
It's a great one. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, happy Friday, folks, and have a good weekend.